We know MP came ready to play.
To a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest doctor, security, or operator staff. If you want giveaways, be at the next home game, because everyone who attends gets their own Blazer Dancers t-shirt. There are a few seats left for a handful of upcoming Blazer games. Visit the ticket booth or online for more information. At the custody for yesterday, what better way to thank you for the favors of your favorite
And the unmistakable greeting to Las Vegas, just a stone's throw away. And welcome to the NBA Cup semifinals. This a huge game. The winner tonight will represent the West in the final. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Alex Caruso.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. 2 Jalen Williams out there for him. Jalen with an E at the 3 and Jalen with an I at the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Holmgren in at the 4 spot. And for Portland, Williams is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Henderson, and it's Kamare in at the 3. And we're here in the Western Conference semifinals of the NBA Cup. The excitement has been building to this do-or-die moment.
Yeah, even though this game counts toward their regular season records, they're not thinking about that. Each team just wants to get to the championship and show that they are the best in the West.
Tip-off goes to the Thunder. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Here's Coffey. Let's go with a 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Now here's Dort. The layup falls.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lu Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been an offensive force, averaging close to 34 a game. Pass to Holmgren. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. The shot by Dort, no good.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And here's Henderson. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Coffey's got 9.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Kamare, that's good.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Here's Coffee. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
You have the camera on you. Keep it going.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. If you look at the Trailblazers, they love where they stand right now, first place. And of course the Thunder, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
I think for the Thunder, and they're just not the team they were last year. They started rough, and it looks like they're regressing.
It might be a little bit early to make that kind of declaration, but one big hot streak, they'll be right back on top.
You know, Dort doesn't show a lot of love to the mid-range, but he's smart to not completely overlook it.
And it's the Trailblazers ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Red hot in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He finished with 60 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Caruso's checked in.
Lou Dort earned his way into the NBA because of what he brings on the defensive end. He is stout, he's not going to back away from a challenge, and now he's knocking down threes. Those players in high demand.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Blazers making their last shot. Williams a screen on Simons. And here's Caruso outside. Sinks it from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. And can anyone stop this team right now? They've won a stunning 25 games in a row, and there seems to be no end in sight.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Williams. After the basket by Portland. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Williams. Misses from short range. Trailblazers lead by 12 to the paint. Here's Avdia, and he banks in the layup.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Williams. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. We're just 3 quarters away from finding out who will advance to the NBA Cup Championship game. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
DeAndre Ayton is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Klingon, then it's Henderson, and it's Coffey in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Williams is checked in, and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
To the inside. And he slams it in one-handed.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Thunder trail by 20. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. No points yet. No good from the wing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
On the wing, Grant. Back to Coffey. With some arc. And the layup is good. Coffey's got 28 points for the game.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Sinks the tray.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Joe, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Here's Coffey. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Joe. Can't hit it from 12 feet. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Coffey, good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
It's party time, Portland. Here are your Blazers breakers and crew.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams has checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in for Joe. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder able to keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Pass to Dort from the arc. Can't hit that one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Dort, such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Portland making their last shot. Williams passes to Caruso. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Caruso. Portland making their last shot. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Number 11, Isaiah Joe.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Dort. Launches a 3. The Thunder with another miss.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
From outside the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The 3 is up. The Thunder with the rebound, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back after this word.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Look, guys, anything can happen in a game like this, and we've already seen this kind of hype. You know, we know what it brings. I wouldn't go so far as to speculate that the players are dealing with nerves like we see during the postseason, but the energy in that building is fire.
What about the energy right here, Shaq? I mean, EJ, me, we're just warming up, watching the first half.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
I think for Oklahoma City, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we welcome you back as we get set to bring you second half action from the NBA Cup. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. Taking a look at the Thunder. 2 Jalen Williams out there for him. Jalen with an E at the 3 and Jalen with an I at the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Holmgren in at the 4 slot. The Thunder shooting poorly, just 29% from the floor in this game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Coffey. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort a screen on Henderson.
Trailblazers foul. Coffey. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Portland has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Coffey can't get it to go.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Yet another bucket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And the basket by Coffey.
I just love the ball movement.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Knocks down the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, there's a competitive toughness to shake Gilgeous-Alexander. He comes right back with a 3 of his own.
Connects from downtown.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Williams on the wing. Pass to Holmgren. Over Avdia. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Coffey. Another one falls. Amazing. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
for Oklahoma City. They've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Scoot Henderson.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
First one falls for him. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Holmgren. Now here's Simons. No points so far. Hits yet again! Wow!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And the Thunder shooting a low 29% since halftime.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Pass to Ayton. And that one drops for him. Ayton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
The Thunder shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Takes one from 10 feet. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Walker passes to Coffey. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Sharp takes a 3. Here's Simons. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, Simons' jump shot is pure from anywhere on the floor.
Dort outside. Pass to Wiggins, looking to end the run. Sharp grabs the miss. Inside, here's Walker. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton!
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Portland ahead, running away with it. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. Welcome back. One of these teams just a quarter away from punching their ticket to the NBA Cup championship game. Shaedon Sharpe out there with Delano Banton. Then there's Walker. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Klingon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sharpe grabs the miss. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander knocks it down from distance.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Grant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Banton can't get it to go. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting only 27% for today's game. Joe, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jones from outside. Portland with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Banton. Second chance effort. Klingon's shot is off. The Thunder have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Joe. Pass to Jones. Beyond the arc. Banton pulls it in. And the Trailblazers shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Thunder. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. That one drops for him. Jones has gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Outside Walker. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Grant. Again, the miss by Portland. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Now here's Sharp. Pass to Ben.
2 minutes remaining.
To snap the cold streak. Again, the miss by Portland. The Thunder have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Outside Sharp. Jacks up a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Trailblazers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Red Hot.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And Portland has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. On the wing, Grant. To the middle. Here's Sharp. Again, the miss by Portland.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Benton. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. And this secures their spot in the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. What a season they've had so far.
And bravo to both teams for making it this far into the tournament. But only one team can be the best in the West and get to play in that championship game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
You earned that one.